How's it going, everyone? Unretired here, and as promised, we will be doing an overview of each individual class as a discussion of if the class at level 85 itself, with full points into that class only, with devotions and whatnot, and whatever you want to put into it, is better than a hybrid. Um, I'll just start off with the class that I've played the least, I would have to say, in my over 600 hours plus of gameplay, which would be the Occultist. As you can see, I am just, I'm just playing around with this build. To be quite honest, I mean, the first thing that you'll notice is the very low HP pool. All right, 5,975, and this is being quite generous considering the I just put on all the gear that was possible for me. Now, I didn't put any components, I didn't put any devotion points. I just wanted you to see how it would look like, almost bare bones, right? So, as a class itself, before that the ultimate difficulty came out, Occultist, I would have to say, was quite strong. So normal to elite, it was quite strong, depending on the build. Obviously, poison and acid damage abilities and effects for this class are really good, especially adding into the fact that devotions will add so much more damage and or effect to the poison and acid. It makes it very formidable in combat. However, what it has in strength, which is its poison and acid, it does come with the lack of defensive ability and HP pool, which is very quite present. Imagine this, just for fun, I just put almost 900 points into physique here. I put a bit more into spirit for rings and whatnot. Cunning, I just left it the way it is. If you were to level to 85 with just Occultist, you would absolutely need to go range. You would absolutely need a shield. It doesn't really matter what kind of shield it is. I just put meat shield as an example, but you will need something that gives you health. You would need something that gives you defensive ability. You need something that slow control. Basically, you need to control your battlefield, because most of the time what you'll be doing is you'll be running around. I mean, as I'll just make a quick example here, like right now, I'll just go into battle here, and I'll just do my curse, and my pets will attack, which is cool. Let's go here, and my pets will attack me. I'll just go here, and I am not gonna do jack. I can do this, this. As you can see, look at that. Boof. That's without components. Even with components, I mean, you can make good damage. As you can see, the pets are doing really good damage on ultimate difficulty. But if we're talking about survivability, the factor is not there. I mean, there's no way a level 85 Occultist alone will be able to survive compared to a hybrid build. Compared to if I put it, let's say, with Soldier, which will give me so much more stats, strength, HP, and whatnot. Or I can go with Nightblade, it'll give me so much more burst and survivability. Shaman, maybe not a Arcanist, sorry, because it is another very squishy class. It is very good for burst damage and whatnot, but in itself, it's very weak. Now, if we're talking about components and whatnot, obviously it'll have to be something that'll give you resistances, because you will need resistances. As you can see, I've tried to go for poison acid resistance with this character, because I can go with my Blood of Dreeg, and I did put points into Aspect of the Guardian, so it gives me 100% poison acid resistance. Now, as you can see, I put max into possession, bonds of Abysmal, manipulation, all this shebang for Hellhound, everything for Summon Familiar. I put some points into Curse of Frailty, Blood of Dreeg, and whatnot. I didn't put anything else here because I'm not attacking. It was just for the pets. If I were attacking, I probably would I'd probably go with a Hellhound and whatnot, and go more for solo Switchfire, second right, and some Drake's Evil Eye, right, for some more poison acid resistance and some more points into vulnerability. So yeah, you know what? I feel as if you did decide to go just for one class into Ultimate as a challenge in difficulty, it'd be fun to see how well that would turn out. I mean, I just put in really good gear and whatnot just to get stats and just to show you for this time. But what if you did level up to 185? What if you wanted that challenge? That'd be quite interesting. I'm sure some of you would take up that challenge because after a while, Grimdawn it gets stale, right? Because there's like, after a while, there's really nothing that you can do more than just play around and with whatever builds that you can find. So yeah, I would have to say in this instance, Occultist really loses out on being a solo. You have to kite a lot. You have to be ranged. You have no choice unless your pets are like your pets are meat shields, basically, just like the shield itself entails. But if you did go into the devotion, you could put lots of most of your points again will be going into stats and or resistances, or something that will give you more defensive abilities, right? So, you know, like, we'll take a look at Wolverine, you know, defensive ability and bonus all pets, right? The pierce resistance and whatnot. So that's pretty good. You'll most likely go for something with pets, with the constellation, but that also gives you some kind of bonus as well, not just for the pets. And for resistances, either one of the three, or if you can mix the three together, that is good as well. I don't want to make a full discussion on devotions because I feel as if we'd be talking for another good 20 minutes, and that's not the purpose of it. The purpose of it is to tell you if I believe, in my opinion, if this build is viable, if this would be viable in the long run. I would have to say no. I don't believe it is viable as a solo class anymore. Maybe up until Elite, to a certain point in the chapters, maybe up until end of chapter 2, but afterwards it would be pretty much obsolete. You would have such a hard time bashing your head on the keyboard for absolutely no reason. But if you did like the challenge, go on ahead. Obviously, I won't stop you from doing it, but I will dissuade you by saying that I still have all the really amazing gear and whatnot. I have all the components that I need. I could put all the points into my devotions, and it would still lack the survivability that you need to play in Ultimate. And that's pretty much what I have to say about this class, guys. Occultist is a really good class in itself, and is a very good class to combine with the other ones. It gives you that much more compared to if it were by itself. So that's my opinion, guys. I would like to see your opinions, your comments in the comment section. Just to have that discussion, see it in your opinions. How would you go about maybe leveling 1 to 85 with a single class such as Occultist? And, you know, maybe what kind of devotions point you put, components. I'm interested to see, to hear, or actually read what you guys have to say about this. So just leave your comments below. I really appreciate you listening to this video. And next up will most likely be Occultist. And so just give me a couple of days on that one. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.